Hello and welcome to Black Cats Chat, the international fans podcast for Sunderland AFC. My name is Lee and I'm in northern Spain, and today I'm joined by Robin in the Czech Republic to review our 3-1 away victory at Everton. Great result. Robin, good afternoon. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm very good, thank you. All the happier for the three away points.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And our other guest is a special guest because he's our only guest who's got a Wikipedia profile. it's none other than actor Jesse Burch in Los Angeles. Jesse, I'll give you the big one. Come on, how are you, mate?
You flatter me too much, man. I'm well, thank you. Thank you. Really buzzing from today. What a game.
Yeah. Well,
What a game.
Jesse, I love finding your clips of acting online, and I've got another one for you this time.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah. So basically on my Facebook profile, I follow one of my favorite TV shows when I was younger. And this one just happened to come by, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have that one. I've had this actually saved for a good while, waiting for it to come on.
Oh
So
my
let me
goodness.
bring it up. Let me bring it up. Where is it?
Oh my
It's
goodness.
You know which one it is?
I have a suspicion. I have a
Uh,
suspicion. Yeah, that's it.
that's the one. So the King of Queens. Love this show. And here's Jesse's. Actually,
Oh,
I'm going to do it again because I haven't shared the sound. Let me do that. Share sound. Right, here we go. Let's see Jesse's wonderful acting skills and the beautiful Leah Rimini. Oh, she's gorgeous. Right, Jesse, here we go.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, hi. I bought a beer mug here last week, and I want to have something engraved on it.
No problem. Let me just get my pad.
Okay. Oh, just something Doug said to me when we were first dating, and I was just thinking about it yesterday. What did he say? Oh, well, we were just out walking, and out of the blue, he said, you didn't just save my life, Brown Eyes. You made my life worth saving. Oh.
that's excellent.
What? That's so funny.
No, it's just I love that movie.
What movie?
McCormick and JoJo?
You saying that line came from a movie?
Yeah, Eric Estrada plays a cop, and he says it at the end to his partner JoJo, the monkey. Hi, can I help you?
Wonderful
Very
act
good.
skills, Jesse, and you're my hero for the TV shows. Was
Oh, thanks.
that fun to do that?
That
Great
was
show.
actually a fun. Yeah, that was a fun show. Good, really nice people. Leah was very sweet. Yeah, it was a good show. They were very kind to everybody who came on the show. Oh, and I got to meet Eric Estrada as I was leaving.
Oh,
Because
brilliant.
he came in to record the voiceover for the movie that he
Yeah,
was in, so that she could then later in the show play it back to Kevin, her husband. And yeah, it was a fun show. Yeah.
brilliant. What are you up to recently? Are you working anything else at the minute or not?
I'm still working on, I'm still trying to hammer away at voiceover. I don't have anything lined up. I'm still doing this voice for Diablo 4, this necromancer character. I've been doing that for 5 years. So, it's not that interesting, but there's always, I mean, the thing is, there's always a possibility. So,
Yeah. Right, well, good stuff.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we've got you with your Wikipedia profile. We've got the Bulgarian lads. We've got Danny and Rado who appear on Bulgarian TV. I mean, Danny was at Wembley this weekend, pitch side
Oh,
for the FA Cup.
oh my God.
Um, and last night they're both buzzing because their Bangaranga song, Robin, won Eurovision
Yes.
Song
Oh
Contest.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, I didn't watch it.
Well, I watched it just for old time's sake. But I mean, yeah, it is a bit cringy. Listen,
I think
Jesse,
the last, I think the
yeah,
last time I watched it, I won Waterloo. That's how long ago it is since I
That
watched
was a
anything
well,
from the
that's a
contest.
bit a minute then.
I've got news for you. Australia's in there now, man. I mean, Jesse, maybe USA could probably participate as well because if Australia's there,
I know. I feel like we should be able to. I don't know.
So when did Australia become part of Eurovision?
I know that's the only thing. We're
but
not Europe either.
10 year, and UK finished last as always, so that's
Uh,
nothing changes there. But anyway,
oh,
lads, we're absolutely buzzing today because 3-1 win against Everton, and first of all, a very special day for actually both clubs because Bradley Lowry, it would have been his 15th birthday today. God rest his soul, and Everton and Sunderland came together, put out a massive banner or tifo, whatever you want to call it, pre-match, and then they put on the 15th minute on the scoreboard to donate to his foundation. Great to see, isn't it, Jesse?
Yeah, it was really, I was very impressed actually. Well, credit to them, for linking to the site, and for celebrating that. I saw the shots of his mother, and and she was clearly, touched by the whole thing. I was, yeah, credit to Everton for agreeing to do that, and sharing that message. I thought it was pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah, and Robin, like his legacy, like lives on. I mean, he died when he was 6, and he would have been 15 today. So it just goes to show that how much of an effect and impact he had on Sunderland fans, but not just Sunderland fans, but fans around the world.
No, I think football fans all over. I think I remember I was actually in Montenegro on a bus when I found out that he'd actually sadly passed away. It was obviously coming in. We were on holiday. Sad day, and definitely left a legacy behind. And the bond between Everton and Sunderland over it seems to get stronger and stronger. And fair play to them what they did today. It was very, very, very emotional, and clearly got to both of his parents. Yeah.
Yep. Right, Jesse, the starting lineup came. There was one change. It was actually Talby who dropped out and Nilsson Angulo came in. If you're Chemsday and Talby, you must be thinking, what do I have to do to get a run of games? Because it seems that he has some good games and he gets dropped.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like Talby. I wish he was starting more games, but he's still pretty young. Something probably in the lineup against Everton this morning, made Lebris decide that Angulo was a better starter. I feel like I'm just going to defer to his decisions this season so far, because he's absolutely gotten it right. I mean, my God, what do I know? I mean, the guy he hasn't put a foot wrong. I'm just completely, I'm in dreamland right now. Here we are ahead of, Chelsea going into the final game. How many points above Newcastle? I know I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, I think, look, Talby is always dangerous. He always he's pacey. He moves the ball around well. He's obviously a clinical finisher. He didn't start today. I don't know. What am I going to say? We won.
Yeah, pretty much sums it up. I mean, Robin, Nilsson Angulo, there is definitely a player in there, but I just think his time's probably more next season. Same as Jocelyn as well, Tarby. I think this season right now, I think there's so much to play for that. I think there are better players that are kind of more connected, as Lebris always says, to the way we're playing.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue not a lot to play for today. I mean, I know that there's still that kind of hoop of Europe hanging there to be bitten upon. But Anguilla came on, I think, the last game, and he looked pretty lively. So give the guy a chance and see what he can do. I thought he had a reasonable game. He's certainly got some pace about him. And maybe it was just about giving him, a little bit more Premier League experience to see what he can do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And as for the start of the game, Jesse, I mean, we didn't look in too much trouble. There was like a period of like 3 or 4 minutes where they kind of like pegged us in our own area and we kind of struggled to get it clear. But after that, we just started to control the game, didn't we? We were in control and we didn't look kind of worried at all.
Yeah, especially towards the second half. But first half, I thought we were actually in pretty good shape. First 5 or 10 minutes, yeah, it was a lot of Everton. But one of the commentators said, and I thought this was a pretty astute point, as far as the first half is concerned, is we had a lot of possession, but not a lot of clinical finishing. We just didn't. I don't think we had a shot on goal in the first half, did we?
I don't think so.
And so it was, one of those situations where we weren't finding Brobbey, we weren't unlocking their defense, but I didn't feel like, nor do I feel like really any time this season we were far away from doing that against opposition.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a matter of keeping them within touching distance. The goal was unfortunate. I think it was a bit fluky, but because I think it came off of Xhaka.
Yeah.
So no real complaints about our first half. I thought we played a pretty tight game, and I thought we bossed most of the game, and they got a little lucky.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was just looking there, no shots on target, but 61% possession. So
Yeah.
basically all fart and no shite, Robin, as we say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, back loads of possession, but didn't make Pickford make a save at all, and the goal, completely against the run of play, and quite disappointing to concede it. Jesse said, very, very fortunate goal. But came out the second half and looked a lot brighter at the start of the second half.
Yeah, there was an injury, Jesse, in that first half. Omar Alderete, I don't know, looked like he had like some kind of side strain or
Hmm.
wasn't moving too comfortably. Luke '09 comes on, and you can imagine like the reaction of most Sunderland fans when '09 comes on. Oh God, here we go again. But there's an argument that he's probably the best player on the pitch for us in that second half, and when he came on.
Man of the match for me. I mean, look, I wrote on the boards a couple weeks ago maybe that I think the limitations that Luke O'Nien brings to the game are things that you can't really do anything about. I was sort of hoping we'd have a chance to talk about him today, and it's two things
Newcastle have just
really.
scored.
Oh
Well,
fuck.
all right, it's early days. Uh, One of them is his height as a center. As a center back, that's going to be tough when he's going up against a lot taller, much taller players. And the other thing is just his speed. He's an amazing passer of the ball, and he's absolutely tenacious. Um, today, that tenacity absolutely paid off. I mean, I counted at least three, maybe four really, really crucial tackles
Hmm.
in and around the box that absolutely laid their defenders out, and they were all legitimate. None of them, not a single one, was slightly scary. But I would be lying if I said when he came on I wasn't concerned. And that's simply again because of his physical limitations. It's not about his mental, his mentality or his commitment to the club at all.
No, and those tackles that he made, Jesse, like those are down to kind of positioning and timing.
Exactly. He
And
reads the game very
he
well. He reads the
reads the
game
game
very
very
well.
well. And like, I mean, I remember back in like League One in the Championship when he was kind of like the fall guy, wasn't he, for interviews when we had bad games. And he would always come out and say, yeah, we'll watch the game back and we'll learn from our mistakes. But like when he says it, you kind of believe that he will do that, won't he? Because he does do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's I like I say, I think his mind, his commitment, all of that is in the right place. Sometimes his pace uh, lets him down, and that's not something he can do a whole lot about. He's being asked to play in a position that he's, I think, ultimately ill-suited for. That's why
Mm.
he'll probably never start in front of Ballard and Alderete or Ballard and
Mukiele or yeah.
Yele or anything. But he's proven himself to be a capable Premiership defender, which is unbelievable considering where he was with
Mm.
us when we
Hmm.
came to us. It's pretty extraordinary, and you have
Yeah.
to give him credit.
No, and do you know what, Robin? Like I saw a post on social media the other day. Um, Someone criticizing Max Power because they saw him playing for Bradford in the League One playoff, and they were saying like, Jesus Christ, Max Power, he gives me nightmares. And I was thinking, Max Power was actually a good player for us at the stage where we were in that time, and
Yeah,
comparing that to Luke O'Nien on his first game got hooked at half time because he was crap.
No,
So
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
but
But
anyway.
fair play to the guy. I mean, he's you read all this stuff and you hear him talk, and he's working with the right people to get things mentally right. And you know, is he a Premier League player? I think he's going to struggle to make many starts next season if he's still around. But definitely came on today, man of the match. Timing of his tackles absolutely brilliant. His positional play was fantastic, and he was brilliant today. And I love everything about the guy. He hasn't got he just doesn't carry himself like a footballer on the field. He doesn't run like a footballer,
right.
but
Exactly.
he's got a heart of gold. He's got Sunderland. He's died in the wall. Sunderland cut him in half. He'd read Sunderland through his body, and great for him today to perform the way he did. I'm over the moon for the guy because he still gets a lot of criticism from people. The comments we've just made about him. When he come on you're thinking, oh my God, but you can't fault his heart. And today he was brilliant.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to be here after the Derby game, right? But and maybe you spoke about this already, but when he made that error in the Derby, the poor pass that led to their first goal, I cannot imagine the mental strain that would put on an average human being, right?
Yeah,
If I make a mistake at my job, I'm beating myself up for hours about it,
yeah,
days sometimes. And he's able to just say, okay, move on, and then get his head down and play, the remainder of that game. He was pretty flawless.
yeah,
So that also has to be said for the guy,
Hmm.
that his ability to just shake off, any given mistake, get his head focused back into the game, and then complete a game strongly. And obviously, he doesn't always do it. Sometimes make another mistake or two. But that kind of strength, mental strength, is something to behold. Really, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and Robin, you mentioned there his running style as well. It's not like an average footballer. I'd probably liken it to me holding a kebab, running to trying to catch the last bus home. Um, but that's a story for another day. Right.
Yeah.
Robin, 25 minutes. Everton possible red card. Foul on Reynildo from the guy, I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. Yeah, I don't even attempt to pronounce that. Irugumbanum.
Yeah.
So
I
was
don't
it a
know.
red for you or not?
No, I don't think a red card. I don't think he was far. Well, he wasn't over the top of the ball. It was a strong challenge. He didn't get the ball, but no, for me, definitely not a red card.
Yeah, I agree with that, Jesse. I mean, I think like he kind of he went in full pelt, but he didn't really go over the top of the ball. He kept him on the floor, and yeah,
Yeah.
yellow card. I think was the correct decision.
Yeah, I do. And they looked at it again. Obviously, they looked at it and determined it to be, a yellow card. I think that's true. It was also early, you
Mm,
know, whatever that means anymore. But it was still early in the game. I think it was okay.
yeah.
It could have gone worse. He could have broken his ankle, but I don't think it was a red card worthy. Yeah.
Um, and Robin, I mean, first half, Brian Bobby wasn't getting involved much, wasn't it? He was being dominated by Tarkowski and Michael Keane, two big, strong defenders. For me, our attack seemed to break down a lot on the right hand side when Trey Hume picked up the ball, because Trey Hume naturally isn't that person you want high up the pitch receiving the ball to try and create something. So I always thought that was a frustrating thing for me in the first half.
Yeah, again, we weren't getting the ball. It seemed to be more concentrating on not giving the ball away, retaining possession, not getting the ball forward. I don't think there was many balls actually went to Robbie in the first half. There was a lot of backwards, sideways, keep hold of the ball. Um, and I think Trey Hume, again. The jury's still out with me with Trey Hume. Is he a midfield player? Is he not a midfield player? I don't think again, he's got a heart of gold and I love his attitude. But for me, he's not a Premier League right-sided midfield player.
No.
I think he can cut as a fullback, but playing him higher up the field, he does a job. But I think we've got better people around us to do that job.
Yeah. Jesse, just before half time in 43 minutes, they score the first goal. And it was like typical, isn't it? We've dominated the game and they get a goal just before half time. Anything that could have been done to avoid it, or was it just like totally fluke?
The shot wasn't. I mean, the shot wasn't. I don't even know that it was on target. Was it before it hit? It hit Xhaka's ankle or his trailing foot. I think Roof's had a beat on it. I, I don't know that there's anything necessarily that we could have done. None of the commentators seem to think that there was anything, egregious that any of our defenders had dropped to let the shot off. Um, if anything, I've come to expect that we're going to give up a goal early in the match, and then it seems to, more often than not, it seems to fire us up.
Yeah, no, it does. And I think, yeah, Robin Roos probably had it covered, but it was also very similar to the goal that Xhaka scored against Everton at Stadium of Light, wasn't it, Robin?
Yeah,
So
it
Yeah,
was
that's
possibly
right.
a
very
bit of
similar.
revenge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, very similar goal. Very similar.
Yeah.
But like, listen, what we've come to know as Sunderland is that we, as Jesse mentioned, we do give up a goal, but we have this mentality till the end, and we won't die down. We'll come back and fight. And even though we went the goal down, I was kind of confident that there's still plenty of time to get this back. And Robin, we'll start with the second half, and I've got our goals. Hang on,
Brilliant.
I've done that wrong. Right, okay, so I've got our goals here. And this is the first one. Brian Brobby, good player, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, I can't remember who put the ball through for him, but
It was
it was a
Enzo.
great. Enzo, was it? Yeah,
Yeah.
great ball through. He just bangs the defender out of the way, and I thought he took it a little bit too far wide, and then all of a sudden, we just unleashed the shot and
Right
gave
there.
Pickford more chance down the bottom corner. Great
I mean,
goal.
the way he just brushes
Right
off
there.
Tarkovsky there.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there. Right there.
Like you've got two giants, haven't you? There, like basically Tarkovsky's not like he's not a slouch, but the way that he just falls on the ground and Bob probably doesn't even go off balance.
No,
He just kind of stands his ground.
and he takes a little feint, then he takes
Yep.
it, knocks it to the side, and then bang, bottom corner. Great goal.
And it was like basically it was very good composure as well, wasn't it? Because he waited for the right moment.
Yeah.
But it all comes about from this player here. I think it was O'Brien who had a bit of a hit and miss game for them. He does like a bad layoff, and then Enzo again in that position, Jesse, where we've wanted them all season, that like advanced midfield role, pulling the strings. One touch and a pass to Robbie. I mean, you see it right here.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
touch,
Just,
touch and pass.
Yeah.
I mean, he and Xhaka this season have just been absolutely terrific on their assists and their passing have just been extraordinary. But look at that right there. That's the part of his goal that just blows me away.
Yeah.
Big sweep of the leg across, and then he's got an open goal. That guy is a beast. He is so strong. He is so strong. But then he's also got an incredible finish. You know, he's not just good at holding up play. He's also got an amazing eye for goal.
Yeah.
What a get for us. Honest to God, I think he's gonna continue to just score more and more for us next season.
Yeah, and the frustrating thing, Robin, is that he didn't get annoyed at himself during the game that he wasn't getting the service. He still saw him running and pushing hard and staying in the game. So I think how many goals is that now for Brobby? I think is that 7 or 8?
I think. Eight, I think.
So yeah, I mean it'd be nice for him to get 10, but I mean it's unlikely.
Yeah.
But
Next week, no problem.
yeah, against Chelsea. Well, he did hold up London traffic for a good long time, didn't he, in the Stamford Bridge game? So
Yes.
yeah, maybe he can hold up the traffic on Wearmouth Bridge in Sunderland next Saturday. Right, so the second goal was Enzo Lafay, and this was just after Reggie made
Just after
some
substitutions, wasn't it?
he made some subs, didn't he? He made some subs, and who was it? The subs, Talby for Hume on 60 minutes, and then he made a triple sub, didn't he? Talby for Hume was like a good sub because I thought Talby gave us energy. Angulo went to the right and Talby on the left, and then he made a triple sub: Siddiqui, Angulo, and Brobby for Rig, Isidore, and Diarra. And I thought that was like a sign of intent from Labrise, wasn't it, Robin? That he wanted to kind of push on and win the game.
Yeah, I think so. It was kind of an attack and change, and it paid off. I think it was Rig put the ball across from memory, I think.
Yep. Well, it was it was Diarra put the ball across.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was Diarra. Yeah.
Because Rig put the ball down the line. So here we go.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
Riggy
Riggy
plays
put the ball
down the
line. To
Diarra
Diarra.
puts it in.
Yeah.
And Diarra carried it in.
Isidore lays it off.
Yeah. No, that was
And
a little
took
touch from Rig across, wasn't
Rig
it?
took another touch, I think.
Yeah, it was
or
Rig.
Xhaka.
Rig laid it across.
Rig?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I liked about this, it was like there's like what four different players or 5 different players involved there.
Yeah.
A really nice team goal. I mean, if you watch it back here, you can see Riggy picks the ball up, driving down. Diarra making the run down there. Isidore, look, going to the front post, picks it
One,
up, takes a touch, lays it off,
two,
and then
3, 4.
it's a really
Yeah,
nice goal. And I think it's really clever from Chris Rigg, isn't it, Robin, as well? The way he kind of
yeah.
doesn't go to take a snapshot, he actually takes the pass to end zone.
Like great for him to lay the ball off and then get in a position in the middle to receive it again, and then just lay the ball across.
Yeah.
Yeah, great goal, great goal.
Jesse, what was the Richter scale reading at that moment in your house?
Very high. Very high. Yeah, we had my wife was going to go on a walk with a friend of hers, and the friend had just arrived, and we were sort of chatting. I turned the volume down, but I had my eye on the and I had to turn it up, and I screamed. I think I frightened her. But yeah, it's a my God, what a great team goal. I mean, it's just, looking at that again, I think one to watch next season will be Chris Rigg. He's maturing as a player. He's not trying to do everything by himself as much. When he comes on, or when he's come on as a sub, he's looked pretty bright. I think probably between Lefay and Xhaka, they probably, I hope, I get the sense they've taken him under their wing, and they're sort of helping him mature as a player. I think he could have a really good season for us next season.
And the thing is that considering how involved he was last season in the Championship, where he played a lot of games, I think he started the playoff final as well, didn't he? Like this season, it hasn't been all kind of roses for him, hasn't it? Because he's had to sit out lots of games on the bench, not getting on the pitch. He's getting his chance, but the thing is that he hasn't spat his dummy out. He's just basically... He's just waiting. I mean, you see a lot of young players who with potential nowadays, they'll just get frustrated, think they're better than what they really are, and they think they deserve to start. And then Chris Rigg doesn't seem to be like that. And it's really nice to see that we have got a nice talent on our hands, and who is kind of like biding his time and understands that what's best for him now is this.
Yeah.
Well, I think the managing his game time correctly as well. We've got the strength of squad to be able to do it. Not playing him every week, I think you'd burn him out. A lot of people said, last season he seemed burnt out towards the end of it. So I think they've managed it pretty well this season for him.
Yeah. Jesse, how key were those subs that we made to get that second goal?
Well, you said it. I think these were all offensive subs. They completely changed the game. Obviously, I don't understand why people are saying that. I mean, maybe it's true. Maybe Isidore wants away. If that's the case, fair play. He's been a great player for us. I think we'll probably get a lot for him. But I would hold on to that guy. I mean, like Robbie, he's got an eye for goal. He's absolutely precise. I think, was it a one touch to goal tonight for the third? I don't understand the hate on the boards for the guy. Maybe not the hate, but people calling him lazy or saying his head's been turned. I mean, he's come good with some pretty clutch goals for us so far this season.
Yeah.
And I love the guy. I mean, again, great attitude, I think. And so but whatever, if he wants away, he wants away.
I think like the Haiti call up for the World Cup as well, that's helped him as well. That's kind of boosted him, boosted his confidence and given something to look forward to and to play for. And but just before that, Robin, great save from Robin Roos, because it could have been 2-2 very quickly.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, again, you get a lot of people would say it just hit him, but he actually, he kind of threw his body that way to get his shoulder in front of the ball.
Stood
And
up.
absolutely fantastic save. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. And then just after Jesse, obviously we have Wilson getting his goal. And as you mentioned, like he's back in form, so it seems, no?
Mm-hmm. Also, phenomenal pass again from
Diarra, I think it was, yeah.
Say what you will about. I mean, because I think it was a few moments before where Diarra had another opportunity to maybe lay the ball off, and instead he went for goal, and he didn't score. And it was similar to sort of what happened at Aston Villa, but it was a tremendous pass on an absolute line, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Coleman was just asleep,
Yeah, he
which
was
is
kind of
sad
still
for
on the
his
bench.
last game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Coleman had no idea where he was in
But
that
look,
moment. It was too bad, but a tremendous pass. And again, is this Rig?
Rig and
Yeah,
Diarra, like combining
yeah,
two subs coming off the
yeah,
bench and getting two and combining for
yeah,
2 goals. So, and
yeah,
almost identical in terms of like the play. No, like I
yeah,
wonder if that was like a plan from like Lebris to get on the ball and go on the overlap. But yeah, I think
yeah,
both of them gave us great energy when they came on.
yeah.
Well,
Same
And
setup.
three out of the four subs involved in both of the goals.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Rig,
Mm-hmm.
Diarra, and Isidore.
What a
and
goal.
When he made the
but,
substitution, I was crying out. I'm saying, leave Robbie on, stick Isidore up alongside Robbie,
yeah.
and but no, he knows what he's doing better than I do. It seems like.
And also, I think it's clever positioning from Isidore because he doesn't go front post. He waits at the
Right.
back post, and yeah, and he's still got a lot to do. He's still got to kind of like swift his body around, doesn't he? And get the shot off. But like, great goal. And I'm with you, Jesse. I think we should keep him. I think
I mean, yeah. How many goals have we seen him score like that this season alone? I mean,
Yeah,
he has come in from that deep position and easily. I mean, he makes it look so easy. Just easily swept a goal in. He knows exactly where he is. He's really. It's like target practice for him. He knows exactly where he's going to put the ball.
yeah.
He's just. I think he's an exciting player.
I mean,
I'd say hold on to him.
Robbie's got 7 goals this season in the league. I think Vissador 6, Lafie 5, Talby 4, and then you're looking at like Nordi Mukiele who's got 3. But I mean, yeah, I think Isidore. Hopefully, we can keep on to him unless we get like a big offer, which then I might
Yeah.
consider. But yeah, I mean, um, but
I mean the other thing worthy of a mention as well is how many points we've picked up from losing positions. I think that's 22 now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Isn't
So
that the
we've come from
best in the
behind to
Premier?
win.
Didn't they say the stat that was like the best in the Premiership?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah,
Which is extraordinary. I mean,
yeah.
I remember not wanting to leave the room when we were playing when Keane was our manager, and I feel the exact same way this season. I don't want to leave because I'm like, okay, we're probably going to score. We're going to
Yeah.
score again, and what an exciting season this is. My
yeah.
God, look at it. Look at this.
Well, this is how it looks going into the last game of the season. Like we're above Chelsea. Obviously, they've got to play midweek. I think I'm not sure who they play midweek, but they play midweek, don't they? Because they play the FA Cup
Hmm.
final. But then, I mean, look at that run from Chelsea: 4 defeats in 5.
Is it not
Uh,
Tottenham the play? It's Tottenham, isn't it?
Is it Tottenham? So yeah, that could be a tricky game for
Oh,
them.
wow.
Yeah,
And then obviously, I think eighth position is the key. I think, isn't it? Because eighth would qualify for Europe, I believe.
yeah.
Um, No, I'm not sure who Brentford play next week, but I imagine they have an away game because they play at
Brentford
home.
away at Liverpool. I had a look before we came
Oh
on.
wow, yeah. So I mean,
Ooh.
there's actually like a wonderful opportunity there, isn't there, Jesse, to get into European football in our first season
Uh,
back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just pinching myself. Everybody had us down for straight relegation after last season. And look at where we are. And not for nothing, look at the teams above us. These are teams that like were in the championship or the first division not that many years ago. It's kind of fair credit to Bournemouth, Brighton and Brentford too. But
Yeah,
I mean, my God, I would say we're favorites to beat Chelsea next week. I don't know what the bookies would say, but look at the run they've been on. Look at the run we've been on. We're at home. We've got something to play for. I mean, I know they do too, but we're more likely to go to Europe at
I
this
mean,
point. Which
w
is, I can't believe I'm saying that.
wouldn't it be like? I thought it'd be hilarious, like if we finish in Europe ahead of and ahead of Chelsea, who don't qualify for Europe, and they've just got Xabi Alonso on a 4-year deal to be
I
head
know.
coach.
I mean,
Um,
what is going on?
mm,
uh, No, and I mean, listen, I'd even like love it even if we finished seventh as well, because I don't know who Brighton have got,
Yeah.
um, but
Man
yeah.
U. You can see it on the side there. Man U away.
Oh, okay,
Man,
yeah. Sorry,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Man United. So wow, I mean, there are
Our
some
chances are good.
like we could even finish seventh. I mean, who'd have believed in that? I mean, going back to the Peter Reid days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
seventh place finishers.
Yeah.
But Jesse, what's the kind of mindset next week then against Chelsea at home? I mean, does
Oh.
Lebris just like do as he's been doing, playing it kind of safe and hopefully nick a 1-0 win, or do we have to go all out and get the 3 points?
I'd say, I mean, head and heart, honestly, say go all out. I don't think. Look, we have achieved wildly beyond, I think, the goals of the ownership, goals of management, even Labrisse's goals likely. So what would be the harm in just going for broke? We have everything to play for and nothing to lose. Honestly.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Honestly.
Yeah, Robin, are you going next week or not?
No, I'm not.
No.
No. I'd like to be, but I've
Are
had
you,
2
Lee?
games this season.
Nah. I can't go. I've got to go and watch my daughter's dance competition in the championships. So
Hey, that's important.
No, I did miss last year, but it was Wembley. She did have the championship this time last year, and I missed it because I went to Wembley, and I said I'm sorry, but so I promised her this year I'll go. But anyway, listen, lads, we mentioned before quick man of the match. We all said Luke O'Nien, but I think special mentions to Granit Xhaka, who again was just like so calm and composed on the ball in the midfield, doesn't panic. Reynildo, I thought was excellent as well, and Gertruida. There's like a lot of debate over his future. I thought they had good games as well. But Lefay as well.
Lefay is number 2 for me, I thought.
Yeah.
I think everybody, Sadiki, I think Hume did a job. Robbie held the ball up. I think they all played well. You couldn't say anybody didn't play well today.
Yep. And it was a fully deserved 3 points for the lads, and we roll on to next Saturday or next Sunday, don't we? Next Sunday, isn't it?
I think what was disappointing, touching on Everton a little bit. I think great supporters. I think a lot like Sunderland fans. Starved of success for. I was very disappointed that they emptied the stadium, given it was Coleman's last game and the amount of service he's given them.
Yeah,
if we'd had, let's say, Luke O'Nien was playing his last game, I don't think the stadium of light would have emptied like that. I thought it was really poor.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Right, well, lads, on that note, thank you very much for coming on. Almost out of time. Hopefully West Ham can pull it back because they're 2-0 down already, for fuck's sake. But anyway, we're going to finish above the mags no matter what. So, right, lads, thanks for coming on. See you next time. How are the lads?
All the best. All the lads.
Thank you.